live right now. Everybody stop talking now. Attention. I told you, all of my critics, I told you all that I was the greatest of all time. I told you I'm the real champion. I told you I'm the champion of the world. All of you bow. All of my critics crawl. All of you suckers who write the Ring magazine, Boxing Illustrated, all of you suckers bow. But I want everybody from this moment on to recognize me as the scholar of boxing. If you want to know any damn thing about boxing, don't go to no boxing experts in Las Vegas. Don't go to no Jimmy the Greek. Come to Muhammad Ali.
Yes, the greatest Muhammad Ali brings us into a new year, 2023. It's a brand new year. It's the month the greatest was born, and I've got a brand new show. Not really. What it is one round or more, all boxing. This is 2023's first edition of One Round with George. Hit that intro. Ever since I was a kid and saw Sugar Ray Leonard fight, I've loved boxing. I was at HBO for 15 years as a feature producer, won a few sports Emmys. Not bad. I got to travel the world and tell the great stories of these fighters.
Maybe something of a rooting interest in Alexander among the entire HBO Sports crew here, because Alexander's manager is former HBO Sports producer George Jakovic.
I've managed a fighter. I've worked a fighter's corner, being as close to the action as you can get. My life is revolved around boxing. January 14th on ESPN, boxing started not with a bang, but with a whimper with the heavyweights. F.A. Ajagba did just a little bit more than Stephen Shaw in a heavyweight matchup. Shaw just couldn't or wouldn't let his hands go. Ajagba won the decision. On the undercard, you had unbeaten Italian heavyweight Rito Vianello taking on the veteran Johnny Rice. Not too much happened in this fight either until the 7th round. That right hand opened a horrible cut over Vianello's left eye. What was crazy is that at first the referee said it was from a headbutt. It looked like boxing was once again going to do the wrong thing. But incredibly, they decided to go to replays. Rice was declared the victor by a TKO. Every once in a while, boxing does the right thing. Let's talk about Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia and the ongoing saga. Months ago, we were told this fight was signed. On January 16th, Oscar De La Hoya said if he didn't have a contract that day, he was going to walk away from the fight, even though days before, Ryan Garcia said this.
Is it accurate that on April 15th, you are going to fight Tank Davis? Like, is this 100% a done deal at this point?
At this point, from my knowledge, yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah, 100%. I've seen the contract. Everything's been set.
Monday came and went. On Tuesday, Oscar posted this picture of him and Ryan Garcia on Instagram. He said the devil is in the details. That's a weird way of putting it. Said the fight is signed, but there's still no official word. For once, can't boxing get it right? There's a fight people want to see. Sign the contract, promote the fight, and let it be done. Speaking of Tank Davis, former two-time champion, ESPN analyst, soon-to-be Hall of Famer, and the inventor of the stab jab, Tim Bradley had this to say. When it comes to Davis and Garcia, he's pretty clear who he wants to win that fight.
Because I'm not a fan of Tank. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of what he does and how the way he operates outside the ring. And I want Ryan Garcia to knock his ass out. Knock him out.
Rest in peace to former heavyweight champion Jerry Coetzee. Coetzee passed away on January 12th. I can remember on September 23rd, 1983, in his third shot at the heavyweight crown, he made it happen.
Seconds remaining in this round, and Coetzee is on him. Backhands the right hand. Dukes is out on his feet, but may get through the round. I doubt it very seriously. And he's down, and this could be it. It's over, and we have a new WBA heavyweight champion of the world, and I might add it was well deserved.
Coetzee was from South Africa. He was very outspoken in his opposition to apartheid. He was 67 years old. Rest in peace. There is a bunch of January birthdays. We started at the top of the show with the greatest Muhammad Ali. You've got welterweight champion Errol Spence celebrating a birthday. January 10th, former two-time heavyweight champion George Foreman turned 74. January 12th, rest in heaven, Joe Frazier, the former heavyweight champ, would have been 79. January 14th, Carl Weathers, forever known as Apollo Creed, turned 75. January 15th, the first fighter I ever interviewed, the legendary Bernard Hopkins, turned 58 years old. January 16th, Roy Jones, Superman, turned 54. January 17th, Muhammad Ali the Greatest was born 81 years ago. Boom, boom! One thing you know I love about boxing, it's the history of the sport. January 21st, 1978, Roberto Duran became the undisputed world lightweight champion with a 12th round TKO over Esteban de Jesus in their third fight in Las Vegas. January 22nd, 1973, George Foreman became heavyweight champion of the world in a huge upset when he knocked out Joe Frazier in the second round in Kingston, Jamaica.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! The heavyweight champion is taking the mandatory 8 count, and Foreman is as poised as can be in a neutral corner. It is over. It is over. It is over in the second round. George Foreman is the heavyweight champion of the world.
And finally, prayers to former featherweight champ Billy Dibb. Dibb is undergoing chemotherapy in his battle against cancer. He recently posted this on social media. He looks good. We're all praying for you, hoping that you win this, the biggest fight of your career. Boom! That's it. My time is done. The first edition of One Round with George is in the books for 2023, and I will see you soon. That exhilarating One Round with me is over. Now you can go to my YouTube page. You can like the content, you can subscribe to the page, and there is more coming soon.